Today. It is Friday, Good Friday. Happy Good Friday. Um, I have to apologize for anyone that's trying to watch this on Facebook because I guess right now it's not going live on Facebook. So what happened? Try it again. With no further ado, I want to go ahead and get started though. I apologize for being tardier than I thought. The problem is just that I was waiting for my family to leave because that's what I love about owning my own business and working from home is I get to do these things when works best for me. My boys, my husband and my son got out of the house a little bit earlier, a little bit later than I thought. And then my daughter's going to be here in almost 2 hours. I'm so excited. She's driving up from Arkansas. Before we get started though, I just want to say it's Good Friday. I personally love Good Friday because it reminds me that Jesus Christ went on the cross for our sins. I want to talk about your reasoning behind that. Okay. And then we're going to get into affiliate marketing. But really quick, let's talk about if you're looking for remote work, you're looking for side hustles, whatever, you're in the right place. I post about these things regularly. And I actually spend quite a bit of time doing some investigative work on some things. I made a post. Was it today? Oh, I haven't made the post yet. Oh, that's what it is. I'm going to make the post. I worked on it late last night. But it's for nurses looking for remote work. Why that is because my background is nursing. I am still an aesthetics nurse. I am a nurse injector. It's my own thing I own, by the way. So again, I'm always working for myself. But I know that whenever I used to be in hospitals, I used to be a clinical manager. So I traveled all over the state of Missouri, Kansas, Southern Illinois, Northwestern Kentucky. I've also traveled all over Nebraska, Iowa, and Oklahoma training other nurses on medications, how to properly reconstitute and inject medications, and then also medical device, how to properly use all these things per the directions for use, and then also per the physician's pharmacy's recommendations for prescribing and so forth. So I say all that because whenever I go into hospitals, nurses were like, "Okay, how do I get into what you're doing?" And I was like, "Oh, well, it's really, I mean, it's a hard industry to get into, but but there's a lot of travel and a lot of time away from your families, hence why I don't do it anymore, for that reason, but anyway, so it's a lot of time away, and they're like, "I want it," and then they start reaching out to me, these same people start reaching out to me 'cause I would tell them how to get into this field, but then they'd be like, "Well, I really wanna work from home, though." So I created a post where it's about remote positions for nurses because so much of health now is going into telehealth. So there's a lot of opportunity for nurses in that telehealth realm. Okay. A lot of insurance companies like Humana, Cigna, Aetna, CVS, which I know is an insurance, but it's another company. They all hire a lot of remote nurses because so much is remote nowadays, and nurses can indeed work remote, okay? But I'll tell you, a lot of times, though, for you to work remote, they want you to have a little bit of experience at the bedside most of the time. Most of these positions want you to have had a little bit of experience at the bedside, okay? Then also the transition from bedside nursing or working for someone else to working at or being at home is that whenever you're doing these things, you have to realize that being at home, although what you're doing is kind of structured, quote unquote, you've got all the distractions of home. So you got to be mindful of that too. So it's a little bit different. But the great thing, you're not traveling anywhere, you're at home. And something else people don't think about whenever they're working remote. So I'm gonna take a drink of my water here. My thing is hot water and lemon. I know it's not funny, but I drink a lot of it. Probably about 2 of these big cups a day of it. After my coffee in the morning, of course. But anyways, um, so I digress. So whenever you work from home, though, you have all the distractions of life, and you have to know that you have to let the dishwasher kind of sit or let the laundry kind of sit. You can come back to it later. But what people don't think about when they're going into the office every day is you're driving your car, right? That's why insurance companies ask, "Do you drive into the office? Because and how long is your trip?" Because every time you get behind the wheel of your vehicle, it puts you at risk. That is why. That's one of the reasons why I love being able to be my own boss and work from home and do whatever I want when I want because A, I get the low, like the low mileage insurance, whatever they call that, so I don't have to my premiums aren't as high because I'm not in my car as much driving. You're less at risk for having an accident or what have you because of that. So low mileage, and then a lot of people don't think about that. They don't think about my premiums are gonna be higher because I'm behind the wheel more. I'm more at risk of getting in an accident. So be thinking about those things whenever you're looking for jobs and the drive and all the things. Now, whenever if you're looking to get into clinical management positions or something like that, like I had where I was traveling a lot, they either provide usually most companies, most good, let me say that, good companies will provide you some kind of stipend for your travel, whether it is they help pay for your car expenses, like $650 a month for car, that towards your insurance, a car payment, what have you. Or some of them actually give you the use of their car, but they usually take a little bit out of each paycheck. And that's to cover insurance and expenses, but it's usually not more than whenever I worked for BD Bard, it wasn't more than $100. It was like $67 a paycheck, which was still cheaper than my premiums I would have paid on my insurance and a car payment or what have you. So it was much better. And I took really good care of that car, let me say, to the point that I actually bought it when I left because I loved the car, and I knew I was the only one that had driven it. So just things to think about whenever you're looking as a nurse for a remote position versus, like a clinical manager position or just leaving the bedside altogether. Now, I want to talk about whenever if you're looking to do something in the online space or you're tired of your nursing job, you need to I'm not trying to tell you what you should do, but if you're gonna be happiest, this would probably be best served for you because this is what served me best. Sit down and write down what truly is getting your goat. What truly is making you look for this position? Is it the drive? Are you gonna be happy if you don't have the drive? Is it working for someone in a corporate role, or is it working for, having a manager or something? Then if you don't like being bossed around or having someone dictate your schedule, what have you, being your own boss might be a great idea for you. And I say that because I ran into that rabbit hole of, "Oh, I'll just try this instead." I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy because I was corporate America was still dictating what I did, when I did it, what I can and can't say on social media, all the things. And so whenever you work for yourself, though, you don't have those barriers like that. So those are things to think about. If you're a free willy like me, like I'm a free Nelly, I like to do my thing when I want. I'm disciplined enough to do that, but I've learned that over the years. Um, then you may want to look into entrepreneurship and start small. Start with some itty bitty little side hustle that you can integrate into what you're already doing full time, and then scale or grow it as time allows. I just say that because I fell into that rabbit hole of going from job to job, and I still wasn't happy. And I don't want that to be your story. Okay. So Justin, I just food for thought for you, and be thinking about and be sincerely sit down and think about like what exactly is getting at your goat. What exactly made you feel bad about work? Was it patient care? Was it again the corporate veil over you, keeping you from being who you are? And that's one thing I tell my kids all the time: stand true to who you are and what you stand for. Always do that. So I always wear Christ on me. I've got a cross my wrist, got a cross my necklace. One of my girlfriends pointed out the other day, she thought I had a jacket that said, what did it say? Oh God, goodness sakes. It says something about God. Anyways, I should remember. For some reason, my memory is deleted. Um, in God we trust. In God we trust. But I should know. I'm the one that sewed the stinking patch on there. In God we trust. But I'm always going to be true to my faith. And I have friends that are not Christian. I have friends that are Muslim. I have friends that are atheists. I have friends that are different walks of life, and we get along all the same, and that's fine. But I am Christian. I'm going to be who I am, and I want my friends to be who they are too. So always be true to who you are. What you think. But be kind and loving to everyone. That's the little thing I have to say. So again, if you're looking for remote work, you're looking for different ideas for side hustles or whatever, you're in the right place. I share those regularly, at least something in that realm every day. But then I also would be remiss not to share what I do with people every day because it brought so much to life for me. And we'll get to that here in a second. So, again, if you're looking to switch careers and you want a remote position, you need to write down why you are looking because you don't want to fall into that rabbit hole again. Okay. And be sincere about it. Dig deep into your soul. Like, what exactly is it? And ask your partner, ask your friends, ask family, like, what is it I complain about at work? Or, even ask your colleagues even. There is nothing wrong with that because they might notice things that maybe you don't notice. Okay? So again, just bounce it off of people that would give you their true opinion and not people that are just gonna sugarcoat things and make you feel all good, warm and fuzzy, okay? Anyways, and you don't have to tell them what you're doing, just ask them. Just ask them, "Hey, am I if I complain about work, what do you think I complain about the most?" Be fun exercise, right? Be fun exercise. Okay, so food for thought, something for you to think about. Okay, so now let's talk about really quickly about the 7 key parts of digital and affiliate marketing, and I'll tell you my story because, I'm here to build relationship with you, whether you want it or not. Relationships with people. As a nurse in me, I love to build relationships with people, nurture and serve people. So my background is nursing. As you know, I am still in a nurse injector. It's my own thing that I own. Okay, so I dictate my own schedule with these things. Now I do work alongside a friend and all the things. And so there's that part of it. But again, I dictate my own schedule. I'm a free willy. I like to do my own things. What can I say? Anyways, so a nurse injector, but before that, I was labor and delivery nurse for years, and then I got burnt out at the bedside. I got tired of missing out on my kids when they're young. Um, and the weekends, oh my goodness, I hated that they were home and I was at work on the weekends. Can I get a hallelujah and amen if you can totally relate with these things? I hated leaving them, really hated leaving them. Um, so I remember the year I quit, I went PRN or as needed, I had to work Christmas. I was scheduled to work Christmas that year, and I was like, no, 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 no. We are not at all going to," and I don't know how in the heck I didn't have to work Christmas before that, by the way. I was like, "We are not at all going to give up any time together on Christmas morning." Um, so I made it happen. That was a pain point for me. Missing out on time with my family was a pain point for me, and so I made it happen. I joined an MLM. I grew quickly in that network marketing business, multi-level marketing, whatever you wanna call it. I went from a consultant to a director in 1 year, and then I went from a director to a free car driver 6 months after that. So within 18 months of starting my network marketing business, my MLM, um, I had done all of those things because I was that determined to get it done. From there, I was like, "There's gotta be more to life than this, though," because I still found that you know, if someone sent their product back, they took my commission away, and I was like, wait, no, 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 that's not fair, like, that's still not me being my own boss, right? Like, if I am my own boss, I get to run the things, I get to keep the things, I get to write the rules, right? Well, that didn't feel good to me. So and I'm still actually a consultant for that company, believe it or not, still a consultant, and I still get royalties from a director that I also grew below me as well. And I recruited over 50 people underneath me, but I'll tell you what felt icky about it. Asking my friends and families to host parties for me. That felt really icky, kind of gross, honestly, very gross. Knowing that my commissions came from them and I was asking I feel like I was kind of preying on them. I know it sounds funny, but that's kind of how I felt. Just kind of felt gross. But I was really good at recruiting, building a team because I'm good at building relationships. That's why I'm telling you all these things. So I did that, and then I went into real estate and went back into nursing in a corporate role at doing clinical trials, and that was great. I actually hired other nurses across the United States and Canada, which was interesting for some of my French nurses. Hello, to see patients in home for clinical trials, a phase 3 clinical trial. So they were getting that drug or medication in home, and nurses had to draw labs. So I was finding that these nurses to draw labs. I wrote the education for the clinical trials the nurses, and what else I do? Depending on what labs had to be drawn, made sure the nurses were properly credentialed and so forth. Um, and I was doing real estate too at the same time, while being a mom, while being a wife. Crazy, I know. Well, I quit the real estate thing because a real estate agent in Arkansas went missing. Crazy. But then at the same time, I had a weird client who I felt very uncomfortable around. Genuinely felt very uncomfortable. I had my husband going with me to showings, legit, and I thought, "This is not sustainable." And my husband's like, "You should start carrying a gun." I'm like, "I'm not gonna carry a gun with me to show houses." I said, "If I have to start doing that, I should probably rethink what I'm doing." And he agreed. So I quit that, but again, I was making 6 figures. I mean, I did really well in it, really well. Again, it's just that relationship building that I did. Taking that time for relationships. And I've always done stuff where I can be faithful and have my pieces. Um, so again, did real estate, did that, moved on to pharmaceuticals, but I was not a salesperson. I was a clinical educator. So I trained nurses, physicians, and patients on how to reconstitute and inject a medication. I traveled all of Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, Nebraska, and Oklahoma. Yep, all 5 states. I was gone a lot. A lot. But I did enjoy the relationships I got to build with my patients. I did enjoy the, relationships that, I built with my physicians and so forth, and the nurses, the other nurses I worked with and stuff. But what I didn't like was all the corporate handler stuff. I did not like that. And it was a contract position. I thought I'd try it. So it was an 18-month contract. The contract was up. I'll tell you, they can fire you as quickly as they hire you, by the way. So within 2 months or so after I left, they got rid of the clinical educators and they shut down that program. It can happen. And it happens often in medical device and pharmaceuticals. But then I went to a medical device company and I loved it. I loved it. I really did. Again, I did not like all the corporate stuff. This was during COVID. I did not like all the corporate stuff that was going on. Nothing against them. They just have to do what they have to do, right? So, and I did like again. I like the aspect is kind of like passive patient care, if that makes sense. Like I was teaching nurses how to use the medical device properly, so that way patients didn't get injured and patients benefited from it. So I really did enjoy that a lot. And that's honestly what really gets my goat. I guess you could say that's really what makes me happy is helping people. But again, it was the corporate stuff I wasn't so into, I guess. However, if I went back into a corporate role, that would probably be something I would do again, if I had to, but I don't see that I'd ever have to. I love what I do now. We'll get to that in a second. But again, so I left there and I went into an EMR company and I was stuck at a desk, and that is not me. And that's where it ended. I have not worked at a corporate job since August 23rd, 2023. I got tired of being working for someone else's benefit and not for my own. Is how I felt. Working for someone else's benefit, not for my own. I got tired of like I would be talking to I would literally be walking out of my house, my door, telling my husband, I'm gonna go to hell. And I wasn't cussing. I'm physically gonna go to hell and I'm gonna come back. And then they had to deal with the fare on the back end after I sat in traffic and I came home. Um, and I had some scary moments on the road. I watched cars. That's why I said this at the beginning. Like I watched cars have wrecks in front of me. I watched a car flip over in front of me once. I watched a truck with lawnmower trailer behind it jackknife and cause wrecks beside of me. I was like, oh my gosh, praise God, that was not me. And I was like, oh my goodness, every time we get behind, that's when it dawned on me, like every time we get behind the wheel of the car, I mean, you hear that all the time, but until you're living it, you're like, this is why insurance rates are so high. And who can afford that in today's economy? Hello. I know I've got 3 car drivers, 4, technically my son. It's very expensive. Anyway, so that's why I do what I do today. I'm passionate about helping women to succeed, live their dream, have their dream. Um, Oh, and I did recruiting. I forgot to say that too. During COVID, I know, crazy, right? During COVID, I started a recruiting business. I'm not afraid to start something. And why that is because no one's going to lose their life for this, right? All that it's going to do is offer opportunities for learning and for growth, if that's what I allow it to do. So that's why it doesn't scare me per se, if that makes sense. Oh, and in my recruiting business, we actually put an in-ground pool in the summer. You'll see a lot of pictures of the in-ground pool. We're going to start getting it ready next weekend, I think, my husband said. So but anyway, so my recruiting business actually helped us pay for our in-ground pool, which is pretty cool. It was 6 figures, right at 6 figures. I did the math the other day for tax purposes, actually, for some things. But anyways, it was right at about 6 figures. But again, I'm not afraid to challenge myself. I think part of it has to do with being raised on a farm. My dad, farmers are entrepreneurs. I don't care what anyone says. Farmers are entrepreneurs. You own your own farm. It's business. Okay, people, completely business. My dad sold his cattle at Lamoni at the sale barn. We butchered cattle. We had row crop, which is corn and soybeans. Dad had people that rented land from us, and we did and my mom still holds the land and rents it out and so forth, but it's a business. It really is a business. And, I saw my dad try a lot of things on the farm, and some things he failed at and he learned from. It wasn't really failure, it was a learning, it was a stepping stone, right? And he pivoted and did something else. I'm like, "Oh, okay." My grandpa owned the, uh, insurance company in my hometown, the DMV. The only place you could get a driver's license in Grant City, Missouri, which is a population of less than 900. So, a lot of great lessons learned through the hard work of those folks that just were pivotal in who I am today. But again, so I August 23rd of 23, I was already doing business coaching, and I was like, okay, my business coaching wasn't going where it needed to, and I found out so much from August to December, and then from December to now. And I'm going to walk through that really quick, and it has to do with affiliate digital marketing. So you've heard my long story, and I appreciate you hanging in there because we're already 22, 23 minutes into this, and it was all about all of my back end. But it's important for you to know what's happening today because of what I did in the past. Okay. When I worked in my network marketing business, I didn't have all the wonders of social media that I do now because they really put a lot of restriction on what you can and can't do with how you market your business whenever in that MLM at the time. This is in 2010 to 2012, 13, something like that. So they had to approve the marketing. It had to go through channels, all the things. It's not, I don't know if it's like that anymore. Honestly, I've not worked that business since about 2013, really. I mean, I still get royalties, like I said, from my directors below me, but it's not even $600 a year. I did the math last night. It was like $540 for the year. But it still was one director, $540 that year. I would have had otherwise, I guess. So glad I planted that seed. I digress. Anyways, so I didn't know how to use social media back then, and social media was so new then, right? Like, really, seriously, it was new. Facebook and all the things. So then, I really didn't know much about it with real estate. I really didn't know much with recruiting either, and I could have done more with the recruiting business. I really did like it. That's why with this affiliate marketing, I love posting jobs for people because I did that. Oh, I looked for jobs a lot with LinkedIn Sales Navigator and so forth for my clients that hired me to place people in positions for them. So I love offering opportunities to people that they might not have known about, right? So that way they can work from home and have that flexibility and freedom to be from home. So what I learned from my digital affiliate marketing was that number one, and this we're going to get into the meat of digital affiliate marketing that may be beneficial for you. If you have a business, you're thinking about starting a business, or just the idea is intriguing. Okay. You have to be clear on your niche. Your niche is something you're passionate about, something that you want to, that you may be an expert about or know something about, but something you won't shut up about, something you think about often. Okay. And really need to know about 10% more than other people to really be good to like, I think, to really know something about things. Um, anyways, I digress. So determine your niche. Okay, I could have went into health and wellness because I've done fitness competitions. I've been asked many times to help people with workouts, nutrition, and so forth. And every single time I try, I'm like, it really doesn't get me excited. I can talk about it all day, but I don't want to have to do these things. So I don't. Although I do like it. Um, but what I'm passionate about, and this is my entire life, is helping us and others and helping them to be the best versions of themselves. Because I truly know that we all have a message in our message. We all have a blessing to others. I truly, sincerely, 100% believe that. If my nephew happens to be watching this now, he will know. I know that he's got a blessing for others. I know that. Anyways, I digress. But I just love to help people find a way to live their dream. I'm that poor farm girl. I was the food stamp, the free reduced lunch girl. That was my family. We were poor farmers. We weren't rich farmers. We were poor farmers. And I had a dream. I had a dream to have more. And you could probably tell that this is not a house that a poor farmer would necessarily live in, right? I mean, I had a dream and I chased it. I chased it like my life depended on it. And I love to help people see that purpose for themselves, chase it and make it happen. I love to see it happen. So that's why I do because I'm in the wealth niche. So there's about 10 really super profitable niches. If you want to learn more about those niches, I think I made a post about it this morning. So go check my social media posts. But I made a post about it this morning. The top three are health and fitness, like I said earlier, um, wealth, which is what I'm in, and then also relationships. And why these are some of the most profitable niches because they're the things that people search the most. People are looking for ways to eat right and exercise, right? Like I'm 44. So I'm probably perimenopausal, I would assume. I don't know. I should know. I'm a nurse, but I feel great, so I don't know that I am yet. But I say that because at this point in juncture in life, a lot of women my age are finding more adipose tissue or fat tissue in their abdomen, their butt, their thighs. They're trying to find ways to fight that. Okay, and a lot of that is because loss of estrogen. And so as we lose estrogen, we get fat deposits in funny places we don't feel so comfortable about. Okay. We don't feel so comfortable about it. So again, health and wellness, a lot of women my age might be looking for exercises or diets or nutrition, what have you, that are good for perimenopausal or menopausal aged women. Um, so that's something people search. A lot of people are searching for ways to make extra money because this economy is crap. That's why I'm in the wealth niche. Um, so within the wealth niche and within health fitness, all of them, you've got little like sub niches. So make money online is within the wealth niche. Sometimes within the wealth niche, you've got Bitcoin. I'm not into that at all. So if you're watching this and you do Bitcoin, do not try to sell me Bitcoin to me. I'm going to turn you away. I'm sorry. I love you. It's just not my thing. Sorry. And if anyone else can agree with me, please put in the comments, steer clear of Bitcoin. Like really, crypto, no. It's just not for me right now. So I'm sorry. Um, but that's another thing within the wealth niche. Um, and then with relationships, we go down a whole rabbit hole of relationships, right? Like dating apps, people are getting divorced, all the things. So that's relationships. Other niches that are pretty popular and doing really well are pets, travel, real estate, fashion, beauty. Those are other niches. There's more. I'm missing some, I know, but again, look at my post from this morning. But so there's different niches you can go into in affiliate marketing. We see it all the time. Another example of like under fashion, or it would be like clothing specific to men even. I was looking up Fabletics because of Kevin freaking Hart showed up on my Instagram and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll click on the link. And so now I get Fabletics all the time. And I ordered my son a pair of pants and now I'm down that rabbit hole. But I clicked an affiliate link. I clicked an affiliate link and whoever's affiliate link it was, got a commission from me clicking that link. So, anyways, and my son's got some fantastic pants that he looks quite wonderful in, may I say. I did pick them out, so I am taking a little credit there. But anyways, I digress. But so that's the power of niching down. Okay. And I would say niche down as much as possible. And why that is because you are not going to be for everyone, and that is fine. That's actually better that you're not. I'm not for everyone. Some people are going to turn this on and be like, oh my gosh, it's her. Off. That's fine. I'm not for everyone. That's fine. That's why I don't feel like online business is ever really saturated because there's only you. You are you. You're your individual person. So my girlfriend Andrea has identical twin girls. I absolutely love and adore. Andrea introduced me to my husband. Oh my gosh, over 26 years ago. I'm young. Shush. Anyways, over 26 years ago, and she has identical twins, but they're both so different. They are both so different. They're beautiful young ladies. They look very, very, very close, very similar, um, but they they are different people. So again, there's no one exactly like you. Okay, so it's not saturated. The only time it is saturated is if you think it is. That shuts off your mindset. We got to keep that mindset in growth abundance mindset. Okay. All right. So I talked about determining your niche. I'm going to pull up my notes here because I don't want to skip a beat. Determining your niche, again, is something you're passionate about. Journal, write it down. Think about things you're passionate about. If you're like, I don't know what it would be, ask someone that won't lie to you. Again, go back to that person. Ask them, what is something I don't shut up about? What is something that people come to me for? Spend some time, set a clock, and spend some time writing back thoughts. Right. And then you need to do some market research in there. It's not one of the steps, but that was something I would recommend you do. Do some market research and see how often it's being searched. Just do a Google search. At the top of the Google search, it'll say how many people searched for those keywords. Um, it's SEO, so search engine optimization. So you're looking to see how many people are searching for that niche, whether it is pets, whether it is, like I said, pets, travels, real estate, health and fitness, wellness, relationship, what have you. Okay. And if you need help with that, I want to help you. I want to help you. There's no charge. It's completely free. Just comment or direct message me, and I will help you with that problem solving. I've got a few worksheets I can share with you if you'd like for free. Okay, so again, you determine your niche. So then I want you to Google affiliate programs and your niche, whatever your niche is. Okay. The most common big name affiliate programs are you've heard of Amazon Associates. That's the big one. Okay. Amazon Associates. You've got CJ. Oh gosh. I've lost my train of thought. CJ affiliates. You've got uh, Digistore. You've got ClickBank, that's the one that I use a lot. There's many others, but search affiliate programs for your niche. Now, for instance, I love Sorel shoes. You might have heard this on Wednesday, but I love Sorel shoes, and I don't believe that they have that they're through. Oh, Impact is another affiliate program. I don't believe that they're associated with an affiliate program, but they may have their own affiliate programs. If there's a product or a service or a brand you truly want to represent or promote, but you can't find them through an affiliate program like CJ or ClickBank, Impact, what have you, then go to their direct site. Scroll all the way down to the bottom of that website, and there will be something that says, if they have it, now over 86% of brands have an affiliate program. So scroll all the way down, look for affiliate program, or referral program, and you might be able to find something in there. Okay, so look in again, either look for affiliate programs or look directly on their site. There was somewhere I went recently, I can't remember what it was. I was looking for an affiliate program. This company, I couldn't find their affiliate program. So I went to their website, but indeed they were in Impact. So then I signed up to be an affiliate through Impact so I could be an affiliate for this company. So again, if they are if you can't find like an affiliate program, if Google doesn't pop one up and you go to their website, they are part of an affiliate program separate from their own website. It'll direct you to it automatically. So there we go. Get a domain. I would buy a domain off of cheap Namecheap or GoDaddy. GoDaddy is where I've got all my domains, but they're usually pretty cheap. I paid $11.99 for lydiajgroup.com. And I would go with the .com. It's what's most familiar to people. And uh, feels more safe, more comfortable to people. So go with the .com if you can find it. Again, I wouldn't niche it down. I wouldn't do chickencoops.com. I wouldn't do something like that. I would say Sally recommends. So that way you have that domain that you can use for many different niches because you might find after a while, hey, I might want to dive into this niche a bit. Hey, I might want to dive into this niche a bit because I might eventually go into the health and wellness just because of the fact that my son plays football and he's taking the supplements, he's doing the protein, he's buying the equipment, all the things. So I might eventually go down that niche. But I've got lydiajcook.com and I can build all of my funnels off of that. So first one is find your niche. Second one is find an affiliate program. Again, wraps around that niche. And then the third thing is get a domain and build a sales funnel. Whenever you're building your sales funnel, you're going to need an opt-in or landing page, and then a bridge page or a thank you page. So an opt-in or landing page, they're the same thing. A bridge or thank you page are the same thing. A landing page is also, or an opt-in page, is where you're going to collect people's email addresses, their contact, and I would highly recommend it because for the sheer fact that if something happened to social media, they're talking about taking down TikTok or whatever they're doing. I'm assuming they're still thinking about that. If it goes away, you've got emails, so you can still nurture your clients. You can offer other options to people. You still have that email. That is so important. Okay, so that's why I would do that. You don't have to though. If you don't want to do those things, you do not have to. You can just create a You could create just an Etsy store, a Shopify store, you could create just a Pinterest and just put your products on there with your affiliate links, and then you can just sell it that way. You don't have to collect people's contact information, that's fine, but I would recommend that if you're wanting to really grow and scale and have a lot of income potential from different sources, getting people email addresses. Sincerely, I would truly do that just to diversify your income. Um, okay, so you're gonna build that sales funnel. You're going to create the opt-in page, the thank you page, because the opt-in page is going to collect information. You're going to send them the information that they need, and then the thank you page is good. And then that's going to go into your contacts. And then the thank you page will be just a thank you for what you've done. Tell them a little bit about yourself, what have you. If it's like you're like, Lydia, you've already lost me. I want you to comment the word guide, and I will send you my beginner's guide. It's free and it walks you through these things. Okay, so don't worry, I got you. I never want you to feel super lost. Remember, I'm a nurse and an educator, so I've got you covered. Just comment the word guide, and I'll send it to you. Okay, so we've got the buying the domain and the sales funnel. Why it's important that you have the domain and the sales funnel. Again, it's addresses, and you got to have somewhere to put that affiliate link, right? So you're going to put that affiliate link that you get from the affiliate program you sign up for. You need to put that in the social media post that you're going to create, in your Pinterest that you're going to create, your Shopify you're going to create, your Etsy, your Amazon associates, whatever it is that you create to show your products, you need to have that affiliate link in there, okay? Because that's how you get paid. That is honestly how you get paid, okay? So, all right, so you're going to create engaging content. You want to educate the client. I'm going to talk a little bit about SEO, so please listen up for this. Okay, this is so important. I've got notes because there's some things I don't want to miss. And do you see that? That's Miss Hope. Oh, say hi. Do you see Miss Hope? She's a rescue. Anyways, I rescued her outside my neighborhood with a broken leg, and almost 4 years later, we still have her. Needless to say, we've got 3 rescues, by the way. Whenever you rescue one, you rescue a few, I guess, but we're done, I promise. Anyways, that's why I might go into the pet niche, actually, because I'm very particular about my cat towers, my cat toys, because there's certain things that I like, and the kitty litter. There's so many things. I don't like the smell of pets, so I like a certain kind of things. So I might go into the pet niche. More to come on that. but again, because I've taken the time to learn these things, I now see that there's so many opportunities. It's crazy. It's overwhelming how many opportunities are. Anyways, okay. So we're going to create engaging content. This is the SEO portion I'm going to talk to you about. Pain points. Okay. You've got to speak to your pain points. What is your client searching for all the time? That's why it's important you know your niche. Okay. Mine is make money online. So what do you think? I was that person. So how did I feel? I wanted to be at home with my family. I wanted to be able to work from home. I wanted to make good money. I wanted to make money from home. So those are the kinds of things I want to look in my SEO. I've wrote them down here. Finances were tight, right? So I wanted to find remote work, side hustles. So that's for my wealth niche. Okay. Say you wanted to do chicken coops. Okay. So someone that does chicken coops, and this is where we're going to think outside the box right here. Someone that does chicken coops might also be interested in gardening. You're like, Lydia, that's gardening. Yes, but they might be interested in sustainable living, right? They may be interested in those things. So whenever you're thinking about how you're creating your content, you got to think about where your audience is too. Like what does your client look like? Okay, what is their age range? What are they looking up? Like I said, what are their keywords? And you can actually Google keywords for whatever your niche is, and you can find lists. Websites have lists of keywords. I don't have those. Actually, I have those websites, but I don't have my notes. I'll do that next week. This again. Um, but again, you want to be thinking about what your ideal client can be looking for, right? And remember that you're picking a niche that you have some knowledge about. So spend time writing down what would be some things that you were thinking whenever you were looking up these things. Because more than likely you were searching online. Okay. That's why owning something in the online space or doing something in the online space is so important. People go online for education and entertainment. Okay? So keep that in mind, right? So again, with search engine optimization, SEO, we're talking about that in social media as well, okay? A lot of people used to think it's all websites, websites, websites. Yes, it is, but a lot of people go to social media before they go to a website. That's how they get to their website is through social media. So you're gonna create that engaging content. Give your people something for free, but give them something that's gonna be of value for them, and spend time thinking about that, what that value would look like. And if you're like, "I don't know," then find people that, are really good, that are in that niche, and copy what they do. Don't plagiarize, don't directly copy them, but steal ideas from them. That is absolutely fine. What did they do to be successful? Get some ideas from them. Make it sound like you, though, because you're not them, okay? If you try to be someone else, your people are not going to, resonate with you, and they're gonna steal clear of you, okay? So be authentic to who you are, okay? If you're corny and cheesy and all the things, then be corny and cheesy and all the things. Be you. People love you for who you are. That's why it's not saturated because you are only you. I digress. Okay, so again, engaging content and do it regularly. I would post at least once a day. Okay, at least once a day. If you're a busy mom like myself, at first I was like, holy dickens, this is going to take a long time. This is going to be hard to do. But now I've gotten to the point where I can repurpose some of my content, which is super fantastic, right? So repurpose your content. That's fine too. But usually you have to have about 50 posts or so before you can start repurposing. But post every day at least once. Okay. I am now posting 3 reels a day and posting my stories regularly. Every morning I post something about my workout, like just I'm going to the gym, what time I'm going to the gym. Today was a late day, by the way. But because I work out every day, fitness is a part of my lifestyle. Eating well is a part of my lifestyle. So feeding my family is something I love to do. So I make posts about that too. I love feeding my family. I love seeing that my son's getting big and strong because I'm taking the time to make the food for him. I get hallelujah and amen if I have a mom out there that feels the same way. Anyways, I just absolutely love that. So again, engaging content that resonates with your audience that and post it regularly. That speaks to their pain points. Okay, speaks to their pain points. Your clients at first do not care about like you need to talk to people about who you are in your reels or in your stories. Sorry, your share your family, what you're doing in your stories, but in your reels, you want to speak to your client. You wanna speak to them and how you can solve what you have can solve a problem for them. How your chicken coop is the bomb.com and how it's gonna keep all the critters out. And your chickens are gonna love their spa, whatever. I don't know. I would love a spa. Anyways, I digress, but be sure to put those things there. So you're gonna engage regularly and you're gonna engage, with education and entertainment for your clients as much as possible. I'm not a dancer. I've tried it at the beginning and I felt like crap doing it. So I probably won't dance much unless I'm getting a little tickle, a little excited, then I might dance. Otherwise, I'm not gonna dance much. That's not me. That's okay. That's okay. You don't have to dance in all your videos either. Just an FYI. Okay, and then implement an effective email campaign. Just means start an email campaign. It's important, and I need to get better at that. That is the one thing that honestly I'm working on, being transparent. I'm working on the email campaign, and, that's why it's important to get emails because you want another way to offer products and services to clients, okay? You want a product or a service that you can scale, you can grow. That's one thing I don't like about drop shipping. That's one thing I don't like about some of these printables. How are you gonna scale and grow that? It's hard to scale and grow that. So, be thinking about that if you are thinking about starting your own business or side hustle, "Can I scale this? Can I grow it so that way I can make money in different ways in this niche?" Things to think about. Kind of exciting, I know. And it can be overwhelming. Again, comment the word guide. I will send you my beginner's guide if you're interested. But and it's not just for affiliate marketing. You can carry this into anything, anything, anything. Okay, and then you are going to do that email campaign. Make sure that you stay on top of doing that. And you're going to rinse and repeat and do this over and over and over again. Okay. I want to talk really quickly again about engaging with clients. I didn't say this earlier and I missed that I didn't say this before. Whenever someone sends you a direct message, someone makes a comment in your post, your story, your reel, whatever, what have you, reply to them. Reply to them in your voice. Okay. until you get big enough that you need to have an automation setup of some sort. But if you've got an automation setup of some sort, people can tell that too, and sometimes they feel gross. So just be cognizant or mindful of that too. But but again, engage with people if they engage with you. Okay, you want to build that know, like, and trust with people, and it's harder on social media because there's so many things thrown in front of people's faces all the time. Um, I just was thinking earlier, I went to get on to do this live, and I got stuck in the rabbit hole. I went through 2 posts of someone else's, and I was like, "Oh, no, what are you doing, Lydia? You gotta go live." So I stopped it, and I typed up my notes for I had them typed up in a Word doc in a, Google Doc, but I needed them in a StreamYard, which is where how I stream this on the multiple platforms at once, by the way. Um, put 'em in a StreamYard, and, but again, you get kinda just kinda thrown down that rabbit hole of, "Oh, no, I'm scrolling because things are thrown in front of me." So you've gotta post regularly and engage with your clients, so that way they see. Right? Another little tip and trick you might like to know is, there is nothing wrong, and I highly recommend you actually engaging on your social media platforms, maybe 10 or 20 minutes before you go live or before you make a post, and then 10 to 20 minutes afterwards. It just helps people to know that you're on and, push your content in front of them faster. So just a helpful tip. I hope that's a good one for you. Let me know if it works. Um, but those were the main key points I wanted to go over with you today. So I'm gonna quickly highlight them, and I'm gonna let you have the rest of your day because it is already 1:50, and my daughter's gonna be home in about an hour. So excited. I gotta go downstairs and make her bed and all the things. Um, anyways, so number 1, determine your niche, okay? Number 2, find an affiliate program within that niche. Number 3, get your own domain and create your simple sales funnel. Um, Copy that link from your affiliate program from your niche. So for mine, it's Sorel Shoes. I would copy my affiliate link from Sorel Shoes, and I would put it in my sales funnel, and then create content around educating and engaging with your ideal clients within your niche. Okay. And then, you're gonna engage with them, and that's gonna bring them into your landing page, and then into the thank you page, and into your email list, and then you can start giving them some love in your email as well. And then implement an effective email campaign, like I said, and just rinse and repeat, keep it going, okay? But that affiliate link, that's gonna be important because that's how you get paid, is through that affiliate link. The great thing is about a lot of these affiliate programs, they have tracking involved with them, so you can see, like, how your sales are doing and so forth, but yeah, so that was really it. And again, if you're looking for remote work, keep following me. I post things about remote work. If there's certain things that you're like, "Hey, would you share something about this kind of remote work?" Absolutely, let me know. I'm happy to do it, and do the homework for you. I'm happy to do that. Oh, I'd be remiss not to mention too, affiliate programs. If you Whenever you sign up for affiliate programs, it may take a day or 2 for them to approve you. Just an FYI. If you don't have a following yet, because I started with 0 for my affiliate marketing business. If you don't have a following, that's fine. A lot of times they'll still approve you. Okay, so they may ask for a following. I don't want that to stop you. Okay, so keep moving forward. Again, comment the word guide to get my beginner's guide to affiliate marketing. You are not alone. I'm here to help you. If you do join the affiliate marketing, if you do get my affiliate guide and you're interested in learning the exact same way I learned by taking the 15-day challenge that I took, it's attached to the guide. If you're interested, just go ahead and click on that and do it. And if you do that, then join my mentorship for free, which is pretty cool. Anyways, I really appreciate you coming and joining me today on this wonderful Good Friday. Again, Jesus died on the cross to forgive us our sins, and it was finished on today when he died on the cross for our sins, and he rises Sunday. So that's so exciting. So have a wonderful Easter. Take care. Bye.